It's fun. It's interesting. I'm sure everybody's heard, it's tough to work with family, which it is, but at the end of the day, it's still your family. So, yeah. Yeah, so in my family that's involved with the restaurants, I have 3 other siblings. My youngest sister's involved. She works at the Noodle Bar in Irvine, and my oldest brother kind of runs the company. You can see him at Costa Mesa or sometimes at the Jamboree store. And then I have another brother who's in produce and meats, and then we buy all of our foods from them. Yes, so my family and how we got onto the restaurant business, my parents, along with their siblings, are actually Chinese immigrants from Cambodia. So just like how I'm an American, but with Chinese descent. My parents are Chinese, but they are actually born and raised in Cambodia. My parents came over during the genocide. They're in the refugees camps. My older brother James and Scott, they were actually in the refugee camps when they were infants. And they were fortunate enough to get a sponsorship and come over to America. They went straight to Chinatown in downtown LA, and they worked their butts off for the first few years before they could open their first restaurant. And my dad opened his first restaurant in '87 in Chinatown. It's called Kim Tar. It's specialized in what we do now at the Noodle Bar. And he ran that with his 3 brothers and 2 or 3 sisters. It was a family restaurant. Yeah, that's how they got started. It was the Kim Tar brand. My dad had over 11 restaurants within 5 or 6 years. Yeah, so he's retired a few different times. Got out of the business and got back in the business and got out of the business. Yeah, he's around more than we like him to be. My dad's in the restaurants. He can stop by 3 or 4 restaurants every day to bust our balls, but that's what he's there for. He's a great mentor, and all of us in our family look up to him.
What does he bust your balls about? What are some of the things you think?
What the average dad busts your balls about. You don't work hard enough. Being in the restaurant business, we're in here 10 to 13, 14 hours a day. I mean, I don't have to tell you guys about it. You guys know how it is. Yeah, your parents always expect more out of you, which is good. And I think that's big in the Chinese tradition.
Yeah,
I would lose if that was if we did compete. I would definitely lose. We have the most overhead here at the Spectrum. Yeah, there's 4 restaurants in Orange County. A different family member runs each of them. Michael, my cousin, runs the Noodle Bar in Costa Mesa. My sister Kat runs the Noodle Bar in Irvine, and me and my brother James run the 2 big seafood restaurants.